Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am going to be doing a makeup video. This is my Christmas festive-ish, holiday-ish makeup look. I wore this look for a Christmas party that I went to last weekend. I went into Marina, Monterey. It's like an hour away from where I live. And I came up with this neutral-ish, gold-ish makeup look. It's a little bit similar to my, I forgot what the title of the video was, hot yellow makeup look. But it has a lot more shimmer, a little bit more gold, and a lot of this and this. But yeah, no one asked for a video on it. I just decided that, hey, I want to do more videos. Since school is over, I can now do more videos for you guys. So yeah, if you guys are interested in how I got this look, let's get started. Guys, it is so cold. Oh my god. I know some people don't like it when Californians complain about the weather, but it's cold for me. I got a snuggly blanket on my lap, but it doesn't help my upper body. So to prime my face, I'm going to be using the Milani Prime Shield. This is the face primer. Duh. It's the mattifying and pore minimizing one. This says that it's oil-free, but I find that if I don't like shake it, oh, by the way, I'm running out of this stuff. Oh my gosh, oily substance comes out or something like that. Gonna put that all over my face, obviously. Then I'm gonna take this CraZart glue stick and I'm going to use this to prime my eyebrows. And then just so there's no like rogue hairs, I'm just gonna brush it down with a spoolie from E.L.F. Then because I am going to do a matte lip today, I'm going to be exfoliating my lips. This is a lip scrub that I made. It's literally just organic sugar and honey. I remember doing this recipe and I think the recipe calls for dry sugar. No, dry sugar. What? I think the recipe called for brown sugar. That's the one I'm looking for. That the recipe, sorry, I'm like drooling. I don't know, organic white sugar works anyway. I feel like I'm missing a piece of the recipe, but so far it's been working. You are supposed to let this sit for like a minute, but I'm very impatient, so with a wet cotton pad I'm just gonna wipe it off. It still works the same. So sometimes I do this at night, sometimes I forget, but when I do it at night, because I don't wait for a minute, I like to use my toothbrush and just brush the sugar into my lips. And then I actually don't have the packaging for this anymore. Oh, it's over there. Excuse me. I'm going to use this Vaseline Lip Therapy. This is the cocoa butter one that comes in the little aluminum tin. I guess that's what this is. I don't care for this tin. It is a struggle to get this open. So I depotted it and got a container from Daiso. And so I fit the petroleum into 2 containers. There's still some in there, but you know. And then because my lips have been so dry, I've been using this as like a lip mask. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't do this because I just forget. When I did this look, I did the eyes first, but as I was doing the actual makeup look, I felt that like I should have just done the face first and just called it a day. It came out fine when I first did the look, but I know that I just know that if I did the face first, it would have been just a lot better. I've been experimenting with color correcting for the past couple weeks. I'm kind of sort of getting in the hang of it. I don't know. It's very strange. Yeah, I've only been doing it for a couple weeks and I don't wear makeup that often during the week. So I'm still kind of in practice. So I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer HD Definition Concealer, and this is the orange color correcting one. And then on top of that, I'm gonna do the same concealer but in Toffee. There's still like sugar on my face. Then I'm just gonna tap it in with my fingers. I tried doing this with a beauty blender, but I don't know. It's just, I just don't really, can't get the hang of it when I use a beauty blender. And every like video that I've watched has been featuring using their fingers. So I'm just gonna use my fingers from now on. Then I'm gonna go in with Toffee and just go over the areas where I color corrected. And for the concealer, I'm going to be using this new product. I don't know how new this is. It might have just come out earlier in the fall. This is the Real Techniques. I keep thinking it's called the Dry Eraser, but it's not. What? It's like the eraser sponge. At least that's what it's called. I don't use it for that method to erase anything. I just kind of have been using it for, not kind of, I actually have been using it for concealer, like really just for under eye concealer. I don't know why I decided to use this on my face concealer, but it works just as fine. I haven't tried it as an eraser. I don't have a means to try it as an eraser, really. Then for foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup in the shade W8. And then just dot a bunch of it all over my face. I think I'm running out of this. Then to blend in my foundation, I'm going to be using this foundation brush by the brand J Pink. It's a cosmetic brand, not the K-pop group. I think that's a K-pop group. And then it's just like a cheaper alternative to the Artiste brushes. And I'm just gonna brush it on. This was one of the reasons why I felt that if I did the face first, it would have just been a lot easier, because I used this specific brush and I probably shouldn't have, but I did anyway, because I forgot that it's hard to maneuver this like down the center of your face and rub and, you know, blend the foundation in because I had eyeshadow on. Because see, I'm like, maybe I'm just out of practice, or maybe I just suck at it, I don't know. And then to conceal my under eyes, I'm just going to go back in with Toffee again. Then I'm going to go back in with that tiny eraser sponge to blend out the concealer. Then to highlight, I'm going to use this foundation stick by Kleancolor. This is the Velvet Moisturizing Stick Foundation with SPF 20, and this is in the color Natural Tan. Over my chin and up area. I kind of regret buying it in this size though. They have another hydrating foundation stick that's a lot smaller. Here, I'll show you. I've been using this one for a while, and this is just in my true skin shade. Look at how small that is compared to this one. Should have just gotten that one in a highlighting shade, but I didn't. I'm going to use the bigger foundation brush to highlight my, not highlight, but blend out my forehead. I think I put too much. And I'm just going to go in with my chin area too. let's just tackle all of it. Then to set my face, I'm going to go in with the Airspun Loose Face Powder. This is the translucent extra coverage one. I'm just going to use a cosmetic wedge, and I'm going to use that to bake with the same powder. Now I'm going to be doing my eyebrows with the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in the color Ebony, and I'm going to be using this. This is an eyeliner brush, like an angled eyeliner brush by E.L.F. Just going to dip some of the product in there and then clean the excess off the edges like so. Then I'm just going to clean it up with some concealer. This is the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer. I am now going to be setting my eyebrows with the Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara by Essence. And this is in the shade Browny Brows. It's just a tinted brow mascara. I prefer to use a tinted brow gel rather than a clear brow gel because I don't like how the clear brow gel gets stained with the color of your eyebrows, you know what I mean? So we are finally going to move on to eyeshadow, and to prime my eyes I'm going to use, sorry it's a little dirty, I'm going to use this eyeshadow primer by Hardcandy. This is called Eyes the Limit. They have a bunch of other different ones, like one that makes your eyeshadow glittery and one that makes your eyeshadow all smoky, which I don't know how it does that. I don't care. I'm going to be using this concealer brush by Eco Tools because I don't care for this packaging. The less times I can touch my face, the better. I only used this primer a couple times and so far I am very impressed. I honestly didn't think that I was going to like this primer. I don't really hear that many good things about Hardcandy. I've only tried like a couple things, but each times I've used those couple things it ended up being bad. You guys know I only use one eyeshadow palette, and the pigmentation in that, especially in the shimmers, isn't really that great, but this has made such a big difference. I'm going to take a red coppery brown eyeshadow from my palette and I'm just going to go in with, that brown coppery red eyeshadow with a taper blending. This is the E40 by Sigma, and I'm just going to go in, it's upside down, just so that there's a balance of warmth. Then I'm going to take this deep brown eyeshadow with a crease brush by E.L.F. It's like a small, dense brush that fits really well into your crease. And I'm just going to use that to define my crease. Then I'm going to go back in with the E40. And I'm going to blend those two colors together. I kind of dipped my brush with the same reddish brown eyeshadow. Just so it makes it easier to blend. I'm gonna go in with the Naked One palette. I don't know why I call it that. Why don't I just call it the first Naked palette? Yeah. I'm gonna go in with the first Naked palette, and I'm going to use the color Half Baked, and I'm going to use a large shader E60 by Sigma. And I'm also going to take some setting spray and just wet the brush. This was the Hardcandy setting spray. I used it a couple times, and then I reached the limit to where I can actually like return it, so I can return it. So it's not necessarily the intensity that I like. It's very much like a neutral. Sorry. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go in with one of the golds from my palette. This one, I think it's this one. Yeah, this one right here. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little bit slight. There's a slight color change. I'm gonna go in with that crease brush and kind of clean up the edges a little bit so that I have a good cut crease. Then I'm just gonna take a black eyeshadow and kind of go on the outer half, the outer corner of my eyelid. And I'm going to take that crease brush again and bring it into, you know what, I'm going to dip it into the black a little bit and kind of bring it into the crease. Then I'm just going to play around with it just so I can kind of get it to blend. Gonna go back in with that Naked palette, and I'm going to do Virgin. It's just a matte bone white color, and I'm going to use that to do a first layer of highlight on my lid. No, not my lid, my brow bone. And I'm gonna go back in with the tapered blending E40 brush and blend all of those together. Just not all of those, my brow bone highlight. And then I'm just using a powder brush by Eco Tools to wipe off my bake. I'm trying to get into the swing of not using tape to make a straight line for my eyeliner and to make a cat eye shadow line, whatever I'm trying to say. Because, you know, using tape on your skin and near your eyeballs is not really that great, and it's not really recommended. So I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I'm just going to take whatever's on the lid on a MAC 266 brush, and I'm just going to kind of draw a line so that it kind of cleans it up a little bit. Because I will be going in with concealer. I mean, I'm going to be using some eyeliner. And I'm just going to try and clean it up with my concealer brush from Sigma. But before I move on to my eyeliner, I almost forgot my lower lash line. I'm going to be taking this liner brush by E.L.F. and I'm just going to go back in with that brown color, and I'm just going to smudge out my lower lash line. And then to line my waterline, I'm just going to be using the eyeliner brush, the number E65 from Sigma with the same black eyeshadow. And I'm going to take the face puff that I used earlier. I was going to skip this step, but I feel like that makes a big difference. For my lashes, I did use these. These are the Salon Perfect 5 pair of lashes. This is the Go Glam multi-pack. I did use these when I did this look for the Christmas party, but I don't know, when I put it on then, it didn't look as glamorous as I wanted it to be. So I'm just gonna go in with these lashes. These are also by Ardell, I think. I don't know, I got these at NARS from Rack. So I did my lashes off camera because who wants to watch me do my lashes on camera? I don't know. And I also did my eyeliner off camera because I mentioned that I was gonna put eyeliner on, and I normally like to do my liner before lashes and mascara. That's just how I am. And for my eyeliner, I just did the Precision Liquid Eyeliner by E.L.F. And to put on my lashes, I started using the Brush On Adhesive by Duo. This is so good. This distributes the perfect amount of glue for your eyelashes. Oh my gosh, I should have just used Brush On Adhesive since day one. Duo, or no, not Duo, Ardell makes a black one, but I went to go get it and they sold out. This one is just as good, and you don't see the glue. It doesn't come off as white when you put it on. So that is it for the eyes. We're going to continue on. Oh, I also did my mascara with the Extra Super Lash by Rimmel London in the color black. I'm going to bronze up my face, and I am going to use the Profusion Studio Pro contour palette, and I'm going to use this brown shade. This is the perfect bronzer color for me. And I'm going to use a Duo Fiber F50 by Sigma. Good lord. And I'm just going to bronze up because all of the foundation and concealer kind of made me a little pale. Then I'm going to take this darker brown shade with a complexion brush by E.L.F. and I'm going to use that to contour my face. And then normally I don't like to contour my forehead or even my chin area when I already have bronzer up there. I don't know, I just feel like the bronzer already made a lot of definition. Then I'm just going to go over the contour with my bronzer brush that I used earlier, and I'm just going to try and blend it out. And then normally I do, if I am going to go for a glamorous look, I do contour my nose, but I don't know, I haven't really been doing it for a while just because I feel like it's a tedious step I don't really need to do. Then I'm going to mix these two shades. This is like they have specific names on the website, just not on here, which is kind of weird. I like to mix those two together and put that underneath my eyes. Normally just where I highlighted. This is also probably a tedious task I don't need to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway because this is the step that I like to do. And then I'm just gonna go over with a clean duo fiber brush from Sonia Kashuk. Then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of blush. This is the NARS blush in Exhibit A. And this is a duo fiber powder blush brush, the number F15 by Sigma. I'm just gonna lightly go over my cheeks. Then to highlight, I have been really into the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush palette. This is the Golden Sugar Rose Gold 2 palette, and this is what it looks like on the inside. They have 3 blush shades. Well, I guess this is technically a highlight shade. I don't know. They have 2 matte blush shades, and the rest are shimmer highlight shades. Actually, I've used this as a blush before. Sorry, I keep trying to blind you, sorry. I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do with these two because these don't really show up on my skin, but what I've been using to highlight my face a lot are these 2 gold and bronzy gold highlighting shades, and I'm going to use a Morphe fan brush. This is the MB40. I like to go in with the brown bronzy shade first and then dip it into that whiter gold shade. And I'm going to use it to highlight my lip area, my cupid's bow, my lip area. Why do I keep calling it that? There's like an actual name for that area. And then my nose. Then I'm going to go in with a flat shader brush. This is by Stone to Kashuk, and I'm going to take those same shades, using the Ultra Blush palette again, and I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone. And straight down my nose. Bridge of my nose. Actual names, probably. We are almost done with this palette and the rest of the look. There's a couple things I still have to do. I'm just going to take the Sigma, this isn't Sigma, this is the E.L.F small stippling brush, and I'm going to blend my nose contour, not my nose contour, my nose highlight. And I'm going to do that with my brow bone also, trying not to mess up the artistry I've already created. Same eyeshadow brush, same palette, but I'm only going to be using the gold shade, and I'm going to be using that in my inner corners, the inner corners of my eyes. Probably should have done this before eyeliner and, you know, everything else, but whatever. I tend to do things backwards. Then for my lips, I'm going to be using the NYX Liquid Suede in the color Cherry Skies. And then for the center of my lips, I'm going to use the NYX Lingerie, yeah, that's just what it's called, in the color Satin Ribbon. Normally I like to wait for the first layer to dry, so as I'm waiting for the first layer to dry, I'm going to go in with my Above and Beyond coverage concealer, and I'm just going to fix what was my mistake. Gonna go in with Satin Ribbon. Then to seal everything, I am going to go in with the Ben Nye Final Seal. It's the matte setting spray. I got this from Camera Ready Cosmetics, and I changed the bottle into a bottle that I got from Daiso. The bottle that the product came in, it was just so hard to spray the product out. Like, it would get stuck and then there would just be like a sudden burst. So I've seen some reviews saying that like, oh, this has a nice spearmint smell, and it's like that at first, but the more you spray it, the more it smells like they just mask the spray of rubbing alcohol. Then I'm just going to go ahead and do my hair, put some accessories, and we are all finished. So that is it. That is the end of this makeup video. This is the final look. I hope that you guys really like how this makeup look turned out as much as I did. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more content from me if you like. You don't have to, but if you guys have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. I will list all of my social media in the description box. So yeah, I have nothing else to say other than thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!